Hi, I'm CoyStamm, and for my PBL, I did a business venture of building an electric fence, and I called it Shock 'em All Electric Fence Company. And what you're going to see next is a few clips of my presentation. It is construction and tearing down an electric fence for farmers in our area. And for those of you who don't know what an electric fence is, it is basically a 1 or 2 wire electrified fence that is temporary, and you can put it around like stalks or winter wheat, and you can turn livestock on it for winter, and it helps free up lots and pastures. I basically recognize that farmers in our area struggle to find time during harvest to build electric fence because it's a very tedious project, and harvest can last a very long time. And if you're like my father, he gets very grouchy if harvest lasts a long time. And I also recognize that local farming community is an older generation, and I feel like this would be a great idea because I'm younger and just like, yeah. And so I also obtained most of my knowledge from my dad Curtis and my mentor Jake and the John Kern. And I also use websites that help demonstrate certain things. And here's a website, and it's from the Iowa State University Extension and Outreach. And here is some prices that they put on fences similar to electric fence. I think this is like high tensile fences that they used, but it helped set a price for my business. And so here's a cost to a farmer. I made up my mind to do $1.25 per post, and that is $1 to drive a post, which is your regular rebar post. And because using a hammer, that can be very tricky and it's very tedious. And then I only did 25 cents to pull a post because that's a pretty easy thing to do. And then here's an example that I've done, and this is for a half section of electric fence that we have built around a field, and that's about 15,840 feet. And if you build a fence like how I build one, I do a post every 20 to 25 feet. And if you calculate that, that is 633 posts for a half section. And you take that times $1.25, that gives you around $790. And here's a business plan I created to help basically describe my business. So I started out with a company description, or executive summary, excuse me. And what this is like how this is going to help my community, like for the farmers in our area, and basically just what my business is. And then a company description, and that's just describing my business and what all it involves. And then the industry analysis, and that just describes what kind of like, it's like the agricultural industry, and it's also part of construction. And so that kind of describes that in there. And then my target market, and that is who I'm trying to market my electric fences to. And that, of course, is my farmers in the area. And then the competitive analysis, business-wise, I don't think there's anyone around here that builds electric fence, but you always have to deal with your regular farmer. So, getting them trying to hire me. And then marketing plan and sales strategy. And I kept this one real short because I'll use social media, word of mouth, and then, your regular flyers and like Casey's and short stuff. And my operation, and this is just like what I'll be using to help make my operation run smoother. And then the management organization, like, bookkeeping, like it says there, and all the accounts and things like that. And then my long-term development, and like that, I describe in there, like where this business could take me in the near future, like building 5-wire, barbed wire fences, or even pipe fences, things like that. And then my financials. And that is all it contains in my business plan. Things I learned from my PBO project is, for one, my presentation skills I feel like have improved greatly. And also, how to build an electric fence, like a better electric fence. I'm always learning. And then I also learned that I have a higher tolerance for electric shock. And Also learned this business takes a lot of time. This is a really fun project, but I found out that it's a very time-consuming project. But most likely I'll be using all these things for our next fall when I start building fence.